Okay, we're live. I'm going to share this now in the Slack channel. How's it going for all the recorded viewers, recorded deans? All hands meeting happening now. Okay. I think this works. I hope it works. I hope it works. I'm going to eat this apple. Okay. Okay. It works. I've got my buddy Lusso in here. All right. Hello, everybody. What up, though? Just moved to LA. New spot. Got some furniture. Wow. We have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. I'll wait for a few more people to come in before we start this meeting. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. I'm so hyped. I'm so beyond hype. Hype is not even the word for how I feel right now. Hype is not even the word. There's not a word actually for how I feel. Slam, how's it going? Yo, Greg, you know what it is though. You know what it is. But I understand. No, look, the mission is there. Dream, what's up, Bargav? How's it going, buddy? Okay. Okay, you know, we got 7 people in the house. That's fine. 8 people, 8 deans. Okay, that works. 9. Good morning, Aztec. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so let's get to the meeting. Okay, so a couple things that I want to say, this is going to be a discussion. Okay, this is a discussion. All right, I just want to bring up some points. So the first update that I want to give you guys on my end, like what I'm doing, just to give you some insight into what I'm doing, is this week I'm working on my videos, of course. I've got a 3rd video that I want to finish by the end of the day today. And then tomorrow, Friday, I'm going to have the entire day, all day, to focus on money. M-O-N-E-Y. I'm all about fundraising. Here's the thing. We are a nonprofit, right? We are a nonprofit. But something about asking for donations, to me, it just doesn't feel like I'm not the kind of person who asks for handouts anyway. I don't like to ask. I don't like to ask for money in general. So it's like, I'm just trying to make money for School of AI, right? So that means sponsorships. That means things that I haven't been thinking about at all, right? All of my focus has been on the content alone and not the money aspect. But now it's going to shift just a little bit in that I'm going to also focus on making money. So sponsored videos, that's the main one. I want to create a package. I want to create a curriculum as a service, CAS, and I want to go after some of these companies and see if they would sponsor it. And then what I want to do is take 50% of that profit and just dedicate it to School of AI. That's what I'm thinking. I just want to fund everything myself, and that's my goal right now. And yes, we can have a more dedicated effort where different deans are raising money, but I don't know. I think this is because here's what we need, right? What we need money for meetup.com. So when we started, like we had the idea of doing meetup.com for everybody. And it turns out that Meetup has this special deal for nonprofits where normally a meetup is $30 US a month. $30 US a month. And I'll answer that in a second, Greg. $30 US a month, right? But if you're a nonprofit, it's $15 a month. But $15 a month times how many meetups we have is like $7,500 a month. Okay, so $7,500 a month for meetup.com. So we didn't want to pay that at first. We just wanted to get started, right? Draw the owl. Rapid experimentation. So we had Facebook groups, and our Facebook groups are growing. Yes, exactly. Kaggle competitions. But eventually I want us to all switch over to Meetup. Why? Because Meetup has that discovery engine that we can leverage. We're leveraging that algorithm to build our community. Meetup will bring people to us. Meetup is like a digital flyer on a bulletin board, right? It's a digital flyer on a bulletin board to their community. So we're gonna leverage Meetup's community eventually. By the way, our map is done. So if you, we updated the map so it's native on our website now. It's no longer that, the Citadel one. And I need to share that with you guys. Oh, but the link is still there in the nav bar. So we still haven't linked it in the nav bar, but we're going to do that. Hey, how's it going, Mario? So, yeah, so all the deans that are not on the map, we're going to get that fixed in 24 hours. I'm going to make that ask. I'm going to, in fact, write that down right now. We're going to make that ask, add deans to map. So back to the nonprofit, what we need to be spending money on. We need to be spending money on the meetup.com venues, okay? I'm getting a lot of DMs from deans about the cost of venues, and that makes sense, right? Physical spaces cost money. Now, the simple solution that I thought was just ask a local company, or three, a startup that uses an AI product to sponsor you at their space. And say, we'll talk about your product for the first 30 seconds of the meetup where audience attention and retention is highest. I guess that works in real life as well. In return for you giving us your space, and then we can have a deal here, right? So there's a little bit of business development that I'd like all deans to start getting better at. We're all getting better at this, right? So that's the easiest way that I've thought to just make it happen where we can have venues of, and a lot of deans have done this where there's a local company sponsoring it. So that's that. How can we help? So School of AI is a nonprofit, of course it is, but we also have a for-profit branch that's called School of AI. It's incorporated in Delaware. It is a for-profit, and that's how. That's where the money I make from sponsored videos goes. And so Twilio is the company that I worked for before I started working on the YouTube channel. And there was also Twilio.org. And Twilio.org was a nonprofit. So the money that Twilio made, they then used it to fund Twilio.org, which was a nonprofit. That's what I'm looking at now. That's what I'm realizing that we can do. So what can we do in terms of a for-profit, right? So we have vehicles here. We have legal vehicles here to do whatever we need to do, right? We can give people, we can give our deans money for venues. We can give them money for swag. We can give them money for things, just our own donations, right? We're just funding ourselves. But we can also make money in terms of a software as a service product. I'm talking about a product. We can have a consulting group. We can do things. And that's on Friday, I'm going to make the master plan, and I'm gonna make some asks, and I'm gonna need some dean's help because we're gonna make some money for School of AI. And we're just getting started in terms of that. So I'm very excited right now. Let me see what's up. Yo, Mario, how's it going? Harsh Verdun says, let's win some Kaggle competitions too. So we have like 2 or 3 different Kaggle groups, I think, working on it right now. The thing about Kaggle is a difficult thing, right? To win a Kaggle competition. So we need some serious talent. We need some serious talent for sure. But look, the Kaggle idea is great. And, Federico is the head of that, or, he was working on the TGS SALT challenge. It is difficult, isn't it? So Kaggle is one option. Consulting group is another option that I'm thinking about that we, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I got to put a dedicated effort into Kaggle. No, look, Kaggle's down, by the way. I was talking to Kaggle a few days ago, Dan Becker, who is the head of Kaggle Learn, and he's like putting my videos on the Kaggle Learn website right now. And, we're talking about different things we can do. We clearly want to work together, Kaggle and I and School of AI. And yes, we were just thinking like what works, right? Because they've got the kernels, so they've got the code in the browser, they've got the competitions, they've got the data. They don't have the video content. They have written content, so that's why they're embedding some of my videos into Kaggle kernel. But that's great, but that's not like where we're trying to go, right? We're trying to do something more intensive with Kaggle. It does, right? So yeah, Facebook does allow you to do that. That's a great point. That is a great point. Greg says Facebook allows you to upload videos. So Mario, that's brilliant. Okay, you are an inspiration. We need to. Okay, so Mario, exactly. So what Mario has done is what we need to replicate. That kind of drawing the owl. That kind of motivation and drive to make something like that happen. We want to scale that. So Mario has done this. A couple of other deans have done this. Marcin in Poland, in Warsaw, has done this. What I'm going to do is compile these case studies, right, and send them out to all deans. That's what we need to do, is compile these case studies so deans know how it's been done, how we can continue to host these meetups. Keep in mind, we've been around for like 3 months, 4 months now, less, around that 3 or 4 months. So we're a relatively new organization, and we still have had so much impact, but not even nearly what we're going to have. So yes, we're new, and yes, it's my point is that of course it's going to be hard right now. Of course, we all know it's hard. We're all working, so we're all doing the hard work. And I deeply respect you guys for doing this. By the way, seriously. So it means a lot to me personally. So the meetup venues, that needs to happen. So what else? Okay, so we've got the thing about Kaggle is anybody who is going to compete in Kaggle, yeah, Kaggle. Maybe we should just do a dedicated Kaggle, just pick like the highest earning Kaggle. I'll make a video on YouTube, be like, yo, we're doing a Kaggle competition. We're going to all win this. I guess we could make a good amount from that, because then we would probably win. Like if I literally dedicated all of my effort to this Kaggle competition, I'm sure we would win. And all of our effort, of course. So Kaggle is a great idea, a starter video. Yeah, it's true. So a starter video would be great. The other thing is, like, we have so much consulting work in the pipeline. Literally every day, I'm getting consulting requests that I'm not taking. Every single day. Lots. Starter video, like how to get started, like with our Kaggle team that we've created. Here's where you sign up. Here's the competition that we are going to win. And here's where the money is going as well, to School of AI. So that would be amazing, actually. That's a great idea. Actually, that's a great idea. Why don't I just do that? Why don't we just do that? Let's just go all in on Kaggle. Well, it depends. Like, how much money are we talking here? Like, is it worth, like, if we're talking like a good amount, let's see what we got here on Kaggle. We got competitions. The 2 Sigma one was nice, 100K. Oh, they're going to be, they've got people in the, they've been working on this for a million years in finance. But, there are some good ones here. Airbus Ship Detection Challenge. Oh, we could win that. That's just a convolutional network. Not just. Of course, it's not just. But 6 days to go. Okay, 6 days to go. Okay, so there are some good ones here. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, this is something good. Yeah. There we go. So Vivav, please tell me more about what you mean by that. We need to structure our organization. I agree with you. What does that come out to? What is the... Yes. Yes, I will. I will do that. I will refer the consulting to the deans. We're going to create a consulting group. Okay. and we're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it. And you guys are gonna have so much work. You're gonna have so much work. You'll never need another. You won't even need work. You'll have so much work. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, because I didn't care that much. I didn't care. It just wasn't an issue, but now it is. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll decide a percentage. We'll decide what a good percentage is. What's going to make sense. We're going to charge it quite a lot. By the way, we're going to charge quite a lot because we can. And we're going to dedicate. How much should we dedicate to School of AI? How much of the funds? Right. Let's say we are all working. And I think this just applies to in general. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. No. Clearly, I've been watching too many videos. I've been watching too many videos. Should we implement AI services are hard to come by. It's hilarious, man. AI services are hard to come by. They are hard to come by. What are you talking about, actually? All right, good to hear, Greg. Thank you. Should we implement consulting feature in the mobile app? Great question. Consulting as a feature? Oh, you mean just like a 50%, right, Tinu? 50%. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 50%. Yeah, let's do that. 50% is for the School of AI. I think that's reasonable. That gives us motivation. Yes, job boards. That's another thing. I have both sides of the market contacting me. I have the people who want a job. I have the people who want to hire people. So that's something I haven't done either. So let me write that down as well. We're going to do all of this. We're going to do a job board. We're going to have a consulting group. We're going to have a Kaggle group. And the thing is, I wonder, though, if we should be doing all of these things at the same time. Should we have a Kaggle group? Should we have a consulting group? Should we have a job board at the same time? At the same time, right? Or should we focus on one? That's a hard question, right? 50% is good, right? Okay, so Aztec Man is in agreement as well. Make a job board. All right, cool. The job board and consulting can be one. The job board is, it's like a one-time thing. The job board is a one-time thing, isn't it? Okay. So yeah, we would just charge people to post jobs on there. And then we would promote it internally to our school, to our graduates of Move 37. But Viva, we do have that, but maybe it's not and I'm willing to listen, but we do have dedicated teams for various activities. We do, actually. In terms of Slack channels, at least I've tried. Maybe, I'm open to critical feedback. Of course. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. I want to hear. Like what I did was I thought, let me send out an email, create a Slack channel, and say, here is the team. Here's the group for X, whether it's a Kaggle group or the curriculum group or the design group, and then in that group, I would ask, who is the most experienced, and then that person would say, I'm the most experienced, and then they would become the head of it, and then I would then expect them to make sure that everything happens. Well, that's what I did, though. I mean, and I will continue to do that. We'll continue to do that. Get an expert to lead separate divisions in parallel. That was the idea. Director to manage the teams. Yeah. So I think that's the crux of what happened was we needed people who were better or more of an expert in that specific. I think I just did it too fast, right? We do have enough people to do it all. Yeah, we're going to do all of this. So, what else? What else to talk about here? So, yeah, what else? So, we're teaching people AI. We're teaching people AI around the world. We have our set about everything at once. Everything at once. Everything at once. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. So what are we doing here? So we are teaching people AI for free. We are building these communities, local communities. What is it that we can offer that nobody else can? Of course, a free AI education. We train people on the skills they want so they can get a job or a freelance work or or contract work or whatever it takes so they can use that money to live, right? Everybody needs money to live. And these are the skills of the future. These jobs are they are remote enabled, so anybody can work from anywhere. And we want to help people. We want to train people for this future that we're all going towards for free. Um, so that's what we're doing, and nobody else is really doing it in the way that we are. You know, yeah. So that's something that we're doing, but. And the other thing I've learned is that when I inaugurated SF School of AI, and from what I've heard about from different deans, is that meeting people in person is a very special thing. So mirror neurons, right? So when we're talking to each other in real life, where we can see each other's pupils. I know this is a very minute detail, but mirror neurons, they fire and they allow us to connect with someone more closely. And that's something that the internet doesn't really offer yet right now. There's a ton of things, micro expressions, your heart rate, the way you breathe. The mirror neurons are great. Um, Group projects are very important as well, like in terms of connecting people and letting them work together. We want a very connected community. That's the other thing. Like that, and I think, and not I think, we are a very connected community. But I'd like to continue in that direction because I think the most special things happen when we have that engagement, that connection. You know. Your favorite subject. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a great subject, isn't it? Guys, I just want to say something that's it's kind of crazy. Um, so when I went to D-Wave, I started going down the quantum rabbit hole, and I started studying quantum mechanics. And I've been studying quantum mechanics, and I have a video coming out with D-Wave that I partnered with them on. It was so awesome that they said yes to it. But I really courted them for that. I should write a. So anyway, I have a video coming out with D-Wave, and my point of saying all this is like, quantum mechanics is not understood. Nobody understands it. And I think that there are some answers to how, this is just a thought. I'm not saying that it's true. I think that there might be some answers to how the brain works that quantum mechanics could potentially offer us. I think there's a way, potentially, to mathematically define consciousness using quantum entanglement. I think. I'm not saying that this is. So the thing is, like, you can't even say this kind of thing at NIPS. You can't even say it out loud because there's such a dogma around. There's this dogma around the materialist point of view that is science. That's all we can prove, of course. But perhaps there's a way to mathematically prove that perhaps perhaps there's something more. Perhaps there's something more to consciousness that is not material. And yeah, there's a dogmatic mindset. I mean, this all goes back to the 17th century in England, when a little bit of a history lesson on science. When in the 17th century, in the Renaissance era in Europe, religion, especially Christianity, dominated everything, and the way to overthrow that religious community was to create this materialist dogma that we call science, and to overthrow God, because the church was so powerful, and it worked, right? All things that were not material, that could not be proven materialistically, were considered not science, and thus that's how science became the dogma that was most accepted by the most people. But in our pursuit of materialist understanding, we have forgotten, not forgotten, but we're not aware of the possible link between quantum mechanics and consciousness. We know that entanglement is a real thing. We know that it's a real thing. Molecules are connected across time and space, and perhaps even universes. And we don't know why. Things can be one thing and another at the same time, and we don't know why. And this is happening all around us in our reality. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. These are just my thoughts. If I'm going to say something about this, I'll write a paper or something on this, or I'll make a video. My point is, anyway, Greg is working on an Intro to Python course that he wants to submit to the School of AI website. Who do I contact or submit it to? Great question. Great question. A lot of our deans, it can be, right? A lot of our deans have this kind of idea. And okay, so in the last meeting, we talked about how do we want to have a curated list of courses on the website? And we all agreed that it should be curated. I think it was Mario, who said that we should have one course per quarter. And I like that idea. But I also want to enable deans like Greg to share their curriculums with our community. You deserve to. You deserve to do that. So how would we do that? Should we? I mean, yeah. I mean, we built that infrastructure. We have instructors. We have we have distribution. We have a distribution channel. We have a distribution channel. Okay, I see. I've got you guys thinking. Interesting. It's good to see that I haven't been shot down by even saying this, because it's a very you don't want to lose your credibility, right? When you say these kinds of things. I like the learn Python the hard way approach. So, okay, so because we want to have a quality standard for our education, but we still want to be able to. So I guess I should just define that, right? I should just define the standard that all courses on School of AI should have. It should have this kind of video, or it should have not this kind of video, but courses should have these components: a quiz, a blog post, a video. And if it has all of these components and it goes through our curriculum team, which we have actually led by Nate Wood, Dean of El Paso, then it can be on the website. right? Because content is king. You know, content is king for sure. Educational content is king. And we want more instructors. We do want more instructors. So maybe there's two different channels. Maybe we have an official curriculum, and then maybe we have like it's hard. It's hard to. It's a hard one, you know, because I want to enable other deans to teach courses online as well as offline, and I want the quality standard for what we have to remain what it is. But at the, you know, it's also like impossible to just say like everybody's got to have videos as good as mine because I've been working on this every single day for 3 years. Of course, my quality standard is going to be good. That's what happens when you work at something so much. Let's just say that, Greg, this is on my mind. And tomorrow I have all day to think about, you know, business opportunities. And hey, Frank, how's it going? Thank you. Good to see you here. Thank you for sharing my stuff on your blog post, by the way, for a while now, and I recognize you. So let's just like, I'm going to think about it tomorrow. I want to come up with something tomorrow. So Mario says, we have an official curriculum in every language, and a dean is in charge of developing the content. Wow. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Expect courses. How do we even check the quality from a central source? Okay, so this is a great idea. Different languages is a great idea. We need Spanish for sure. We need Hindi. We need Russian, Italian, Chinese. We need Chinese as well. You know, we have like, I think we have a dean in Beijing and in Shanghai, actually. We've got German. Yeah. Yeah. We should have that. You know, we should have that. We should have courses in different languages. We should have a lot of courses. I think we should have two separate. I mean, tell me what you think. Tell me what you guys think of this idea. Like, tell me exactly how you feel when you hear me say this. What if we had like premier courses, and that's like me so far only, and then we have dean courses, and then we link both on the website, and then we show that there's a distinction. Do you feel like that's egocentric? Tell me. Do you feel like, oh, you know, what, you know, you shouldn't, why should you be like different from us, right? We should all be, you know, in the same category. Why do that, right? Yeah, why do that? Aztec Man thinks it's legit. Because that way, you know, that way we can have it so that people know, like, okay, you know, we can expect a certain quality from both. But what I definitely want to do is use the infrastructure that we built for Move 37 for you guys and grow that infrastructure in terms of instructors and marketing. So you guys would still have that. We would just have a distinction in that. Okay, so it's like a triangle here, right? We want quality, quantity, so that's you know, more people making curriculums. And that's it. It's not a triangle. It's just a line. We want quality and quantity. So right now we have quality. Move 37 is a pretty quality course, I would say. Yeah. And now we want to go for quantity as well, but without sacrificing them either. We want quantity without sacrificing quality. So we're all on the same page in terms of that. Vbob, tell me more. You don't think Move 37 is quality, right? Go ahead, tell me. It's not quality, right? We need peer reviews. What's needed? Right. So quality and quantity. Right. Okay. So, but all the content comes from a central curriculum. So, in Brazil, we had a Brazilian dean ask if he could use the Learn Data Science in 3 months curriculum for his meetup, and I said yes, because why not, right? Half the work of creating content is the curriculum. Yeah, creating the curriculum is hard for sure, for sure. What do you guys think of Move 37 so far? What do you think? Tell me straight up. That's my question. I'll wait. What do you guys think of Move 37? Nice. Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay. Vbob, I'm still waiting on your answer, buddy. What do you think about Move 37? Intro stuff first, right? Oh, seriously? You got in a magazine, Frank? Oh, you wrote the articles on the magazine. That's sick. No way. Oh, cool. Nice. Nice. Good to hear. That's very cool. That to me is the most exciting thing. Like when one of our deans are just, we've got some coverage, some press. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool. Text, right? We gotta clarify. Dude, yeah, no, for sure. Frank has been around. He's got this great blog. He's been growing his brand. Proud of what he's done so far, for sure. Okay, it's better than what's out there regarding deep reinforcement learning. Thank you, Mario. Okay, yeah, no, for sure. And thank you guys for giving me, just honest feedback about this, because I'm all about, because that's what I want. I want to build a culture where you guys just tell me exactly how you feel. You can say whatever it is. I'm not going to get like offended, because I'm all about critical feedback and improving, what it is. So anytime you feel like something's going wrong, or you feel like, I'm doing anything that you don't like, just shoot me a DM, tell me what's good, and tell me how you feel. I'll always listen. So, okay, so closing point. We have 2 minutes left. Closing points. Tomorrow, so money's going to happen. We're going to have a consulting group. We're going to have a Kaggle group. We're going to have a job board. And I want to make all of this happen next week, by the way. So we're not waiting for any of this. This is happening next week. So that's going to be awesome. And we're going to move over to meetup.com. And we're going to have money for venues. And I'm here in Los Angeles, and I'm very, very, very excited to use the talent here locally in LA to increase the quality of my video content, my educational content, get a show on Netflix. We'll see how it goes. And, just dominate Los Angeles and see how it goes. Anyway, all right. It's a very exciting time. Oh, sick. Frank even has it tagged. That's amazing. Let me show that. Let me show his website. Yeah, Greg. So we still didn't figure out the course situation. But let me say this. Let me make this pledge that let's figure out this course situation right now before we leave. Yes, I get access to the YouTube Creator Studio for sure. It's in LA. Let's figure this last thing out before we end this. The course situation. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I will make a call to action. I will ask people, we'll create a form and we'll say, hey, deans, we want other courses on School of AI. If you'd like to create a course, apply here, okay? With your course idea and the curriculum. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna select some of them that I think are good courses, and then we're gonna make those happen in parallel. And I'm going to personally, well, that's a hard one. I will oversee those courses as best as I can so that the quality is up to our standard. What do you guys think about that? So curated course content that I'm personally going to review and make sure that it's up to point. So like the instructors for Move 37, I'm giving them parallelization. Is a good idea, Frank? Thank you. Okay, good. Yeah, because that's going to help us grow as well because, it's a good idea. Okay, great idea. That's happening. Let me write it down. I'm glad we're making things happen here. Course application for deans. We want that next week. We want the job board next week. We want the consulting group, to have their first client by next week. We want our Kaggle group to dominate. So that's very exciting, right? And then we're going to use all this money for our venues. And then, oh my God, one more thing. I'm sorry. We need to have a conference. Guys, I'm going to NIPS. I'm going to go there. I'm going to learn everything. And, NIPS is kind of controversial with the name and, it's got the whole, closed kind of system and things like that. And we're going to redo NIPS, but School of AI. How did I manage a ticket? I got my contacts. The guy at Lambda Labs, he really liked that I made a video about, which laptop to get for machine learning. He didn't pay me. I just like Lambda Labs. And so he got me a ticket. So look, I'm going there for us. I'm gonna learn everything. I'm gonna be taking notes. And we're gonna redo NIPS. And it's gonna be Dean Conference. And we're gonna call it Future Fest. It's gonna be called Future Fest. And it's gonna be like a Drake concert, but people are gonna be learning. And it's gonna be epic. And it's gonna be like a research, it's gonna be a lot. But my point is, like, we all need to physically come together in one place, meet each other, party, and learn from each other, and teach each other. And it's gonna be sick. And that's gonna happen, right? Yes, so that is happening. Oh my God, that's happening. That's Aztec. Yes, Ibiza. Okay, yeah, that's what's up. People like going to NIPS, but they don't understand NIPS. NIPS. So I hosted so I flew in from Amsterdam last year at NIPS to host the pre-party, and that was wild. But then Riva got banned from NIPS because the party was too. Riva, I mean, the person who invited me got banned from NIPS, and then NIPS, and also Jan LeCun is like, I met Jan at NIPS, and I was like, dude, Jan, Jan LeCun was so, I was at the Facebook after party, and like I saw Jan, I was like, yo, dude, what's good? And I was like, what's up, man? Do you know me? He's like, yeah, I know you, man. And then I was like, can I take a selfie? He's like, okay. And then we took a selfie, and then I was like, is that real? Like, because it turns out Jan has like this silver streak in his hair. I did not do this because of Jan, by the way. And he, you know what he said? He was like, yes, this is real. Yours is fake. I was like, damn, Jan LeCun. It was sick though, yeah. It was the greatest thing. Jan LeCun's a G. No matter if he likes me or not, he's a G forever. So we gotta respect our elders. Respect our elders and the ones who came before us, and we are building on the shoulders of giants. Okay, so we got a lot decided. Party in Amsterdam, what could go wrong? Yeah. We are here to have fun, to teach people, to enjoy life, to make intimate human connections, to love each other, and technology can help with all of this, and to evolve our species into the next stage of humanity and eventually godhood, when we will become, hopefully, through technology and science, benevolent, superhuman beings, the forefathers of AI. Okay, awesome, guys. Thank you for coming to this. Oh yeah, mobile app. We're Eslam is on that, and yeah, they're all on that. And so we have an iOS and Android version. And this is where Builder comes in. This is where Builder comes in. Yo, guys, Amsterdam is pretty cool for part. Oh, for sure it is. All right, so yeah, where are we going to host this Dean conference? Maybe Amsterdam, actually. Maybe we should do it in Amsterdam. The thing is, like, Europe is so well positioned because you've got India there, closer to you got Africa. The only thing is, like, here in California, we're far from everything. So to invite people to LA or to SF, that's quite. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. But I think Amsterdam is a good idea for sure. Actually, seriously, there's an ocean. Yeah, I'd love to invite everybody to California, Valencia, Spain, Lisbon. By the way, Lisbon is cheap. Is cheap. Lisbon. What do you guys think of Lisbon? By the way, also Spain. Somewhere in Europe. Let's do Europe. Because the thing is, like, the US is not very inviting to people right now from across the world. So it's better, right? Why don't we just go to Amsterdam? Dude, okay, I've got connections in Amsterdam. Builder's there. Why don't we just make this happen in Amsterdam? That's a great idea. We're not going to get arrested. We're not going to do anything illegal. Deal, right? Okay. I think Amsterdam's a great idea. So when are we going to have this happen is the next question. When are we going to have our Future Fest? So first I've got to go to NIPS and see what the deal is. Okay. Spring? Yeah, spring works. Maybe January? Maybe January? Okay. Okay, so this is happening. Okay, so this is gonna happen. All right. So this is gonna happen probably in Amsterdam, and we got to do that. And the thing is, like, when we have our consulting group, when we have our Kaggle group, when we have our job board, when we have these multiple revenue streams, we're gonna be able to fund tickets for deans. That's what I want to do. The deans who can't afford to come to Amsterdam, we're gonna fund those tickets because I want all deans to be there. Right. So, but we got to have the money to get all the deans there that can't afford those tickets. Right. So I don't want it to be some privileged thing where only people who can afford it can go. Right. And I don't think any of us do. So cheaper in the off season. April. April is so far away, though. I'm very impatient. I'm very, very impatient. I think we should have some money arranged before the conference. That's a great idea. It's a great idea. Okay, guys, I need to preserve my energy because I've got 2 videos to make today. That's a lot of videos. And I love you guys so much. But you guys deserve everything. Seriously. I want to make your lives better. We're gonna do it. Let's do it next week. Man, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. Okay, last thing. Builder said. Utrecht. I lived in Amsterdam for a year. My ex-fiance would go to Utrecht to work at Rabobank every day. And yeah, so I'm familiar with Utrecht. December, right? Virtual. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Rabobank, yeah, no. The thing about Rabobank is they're so behind. They have like this CTO of innovation. And he's like, I love innovation. Anyway, but it's like they don't know about innovation. Let's be real. But no, not to diss anybody right now. Anyway, yes, Kai-Fu Lee's book is great, by the way. I read it. I would recommend AI Superpowers by Kai-Fu Lee for sure. It's a great book, and we definitely got to expand to China, and we will expand. Actually, I have a guy in China. We'll see. Anyway, all right. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go make my videos. I love you. Thank you for being here. This has been great. Got a lot of things done. Okay. That's all. All right. Bye.